Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Black Lake Settlers episode 64. I'm just going to get straight into it. So the first thing I want to do is some of the short-term goals. I'm going to have Penguin create a bit of a rec room for everyone. So I'm going to make it out of steel. This beautiful steel rec room. That will be first thing I do. Alright, Mr. Penguin. The next thing I want to do is to start to fulfill the requirements of said rec room. So we need a tube television and a shelf full of beer, as that was the requirements. So we'll get that going. Also, yeah, so I'll start on that. Next up, I wanted to change. I'm going to only do 4 flak vests and jackets. I don't need as many as I had. Oh, also, Velik, let's have you sitting on the more comfortable chair. There we go. Oh, he just got a shoot frenzy. Cool. Rarby, you were hauling ambrosia down. That works. I'm going to slightly redesign this barracks here to accommodate a steel door to the outside. And instead of taming a boom rat, I'm going to work on the rec room. I will do boom rat ranching soon. Alright, let's refill the hopper. Alright, let's tame the boom rats, I guess, because they have cooldowns. What about this ambrosia? I didn't haul all of it. Every little last piece counts. So let's haul all of it. Wildlife, we have a lot of bucks and does, and alpaca to hunt. And I'm going to hunt the boomlope too. Come on, please get tamed. Nope, fail. One of these days. Another thing I wanted to do in this episode is to fix up the food storage I had. So let's get to that. The way I'm going to do that is a sandstone wall here, doors, and a bunch of vents. And then this will become food storage, its own zone. So let's lay that out. So food storage. Food storage is kind of a misnomer. What I'm going to put in here is raw food, pemmican, hay, wort, and plant matter. And then out of here, I'm going to, on the other, get rid of wort, plant matter, pemmican, hay, raw food meals, except for survival meals. Alright, and that should be good. And this way, I will have a sterilized kitchen without having to sterilize the whole area. Speaking of sterilization, JJ had a tip. I didn't have a full zone here sterilized, so I got that done. Alright, uninstall, uninstall. Once these are uninstalled, I'll move them to my outpost. There we go. So, let's pick a useless pawn to do this. Magar, you're a perfect useless wimp. And all of these dudes here. We're going to bring 50 wort. We'll make it into beer over at the outpost. I think that's fine. 50 wort, the shelf, the TV. We'll also bring 330 light leather for some seating, because I think it required a couch. And What else? Maybe some kibble. 150 more kibble. Anything else I'm missing? No, I think that's about it. Get them moving. Alright, so the bedding is all screwed up. Let's fix that. Vex, Dano, you sleep in the double bed. This zone also should not include the insect meat. Let's fix that. This will all look nice and tidy when we're done. These doors will be kept open, and we'll also want a light down there, I think. Very nice. So now, as you can see, our normal stockpile is no longer full of food that could potentially spoil. Kibble meat should be insect meat as low. Yeah, no, that's correct. Because we're not making it at the moment. Doing some research. We're just about out of research, actually. No, it's fine. We're also going to want to get t-shirts for the trade that we had offered. So I'm going to do 35 t-shirts. We are going to drop them on the floor, make them with Velic, not allow Thrombofur, because I think the only really, or cloth for that matter, and any quality, nope, between excellent and normal, 51 plus. Looking good. Because I plan on messing with the mechs, I'm gonna get some IED traps set up. Construction botched. That's not cool. Then don't do it. Don't be botching my constructions. I guess that's one fewer IEDs. Wasn't actually planning on putting them here, just on installing them. Ooh, it's snowing. Hard snow. Get a standing lamp. And then we can start setting up a proper rec dining room. There we go. It's awful. We're also going to want some fermenting barrels. put them here because that's more temperature controlled. And it will be even more temperature control once we get this meat out of the way. Alright, Magar is here. And we have the last prisoner just got recruited. So you are Bloodlust Ascetic. You are going to be our grower, I guess. And let's go into numbers, and I'm sure I have a lot of screwed up orders. So, travel meals, you're back on no lavish. What about drugs? You're on NPM. Sort. Okay, that looks good. Alright, looks good. Good, good, good. And I think I have enough beds. Yep, I do have some unowned beds. That shouldn't be a problem. Magar, you're starving. Go eat. Vex started fires in a snowstorm. Oh, no, I guess it stopped snowing. Oh, no, it's snowing. I just didn't see it. So there's no issue there. We should charge this backup battery up. Get the corpse out of the stockpile there. Alright, let's prioritize the t-shirts for trade. Moving them up the list. Velik. I want you to do the machining now. Yep, that would be my fault. I didn't put a roof over it. So we did just deliver a shelf and a tube TV that will get unloaded soon. Penguin, I want you to work on this stuff. Okay, and then for gear, we will start making the beer, and that will make our outpost nicer. Where'd our tube TV go? Ah, there it is. Alright, Penguin. This shelf is going to be for beer, as was voted on. Alright, so as soon as this beer ferments, we have satisfied the requirements, which is great. I feel good about that. We might need some furniture, some light leather armchairs. So I had enough to make 3. Let's get working on that. We can replace some of these wooden stools with these nicer armchairs. How's the Zalbo? Wolf bit his pinky off. Okay. I'm not going to ask. I don't want to know. What happens in a social fight stays in a social fight. Now, if you're wondering why I haven't floored up anything, it's because I don't want to have to do any cleaning here. So it's very much by design. We have even more plain leather, which works for me. Put another down. Oh, I meant plain leather. Trying to clear up some storage room here. Once we fully mine out the plasteel, we can send the Muffalo home. How is our... Okay, we need one more flak jacket. Cool. Penguin's been working really hard here. Trying to make it nicer. Alright, let's get him some rest. Alright, Mr. Mag, you're going to be sent home. Send you home with anything that generates wealth. Even the Scyther. The random crap that I don't need here. And then the rest of it, steel. Alright, we're maxed out on weight. Let's get going. Oh, everybody just got the flu. Sweet. 15. And I only have 8 beds. I'm not planning on expanding the hospital anymore. So let's go through the work tab. Gob. We're gonna have to set bed rest. So Gob gets bed rest. Roxigo gets bed rest. Sheba. You know what? I'm just going to bed rest everyone. That's just faster. Anyone that has wounds or sicknesses will just be forced to bed rest. Robbie, you probably don't need to be here anymore either. So I'm going to add you to the caravan. Alright, Moro, you say you're idle? Let's find an idle one. Bob. Bob, you don't haul, but guess what? Today, I'm going to force you to haul. Can you believe it? So what I'm doing is something that Stefan suggested, or really rather he had a question about. I'm going to load a certain amount of chem fuel into my caravan. I'm going to load 10 of it. Checking my chem fuel. Speaking of which, I have more than I have storage. So let's expand this stockpile so we don't start stocking it inappropriately in a dangerous spot. But Bob, I have not forgotten about you. Alright, so now that Bob has that chem fuel, I'm going to unload it tactfully into the kill box. So the way to do this is to drop all of it and then load back all but one and continue to do that. And this way you can make a chain reaction if you wish, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So when the IED sets off, it's going to chain react and set most of the room ablaze, especially the choke points. So that's the important places to set on fire. It works quite well. All right. That'll have to do. Not perfect. They started to try to haul it. I'll leave it like that. It'll work well enough. Another thing I'm going to need to do is to put some mini turrets in here to prevent or deter sappers. And then I think what I ought to do is to floor it up in wood so that if I need to set it ablaze, I can. Yes. And let's add this to the home zone as well. Which means this all has to get removed and replaced in wood if we need wood. That's kind of a problem because we're bottlenecking on it. No, there's a bunch of trees out here that might be fit for growth. Please tame. Please tame. I need a male. Darn. Oh, yes, we got it. Add to the caravan. Was not expecting that. It was a nice turn of events. Okay. And then penguin. Eat some food. And make some of the nice chairs, please. Okay, Rarby's heading back. Once this beer brews up, we will have set us satisfied. Well, actually, I could probably just honestly check off that I've satisfied it because I have... Basically, we have beer in the making, right? It's not quite beer, but it's almost. I don't know. Okay, so they've arrived, and they've arrived with a lot of good stuff. We have to put these animals into the ranch. And we'll unload them. 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll reinstall this here. Let's get the Starship Reactor. Oh, that was definitely a fail. Research, Starship Reactor. Now I think when we use this horseshoe pin, we ought to use the chair with it, which grants comfort. This is a decent rec room too, so that's helpful. And definitely going to want to build a roof over all of it so that it will superheat. In fact, we're going to want another turret here. Oops, just the one. And remove the floors here to be wood. So if we need to make it super flammable, we can. Alright, wildlife. We have some hunting. We have another boom rat to tame. Penguin is not a hunter though. Okay. Now, if you look at most of these people, their immunity is probably greatly outpacing their sickness, so I'm not all that worried. We have good doctors on the job. Installing some additional incendiary traps. Make it extra fun, right? I can also install incendiary traps in my wall gaps as well. At this point, I'm probably going to suspend chem fuel production as we're running out of storage for it, and I don't want to store it unsafely. Looking at the outdoors temperature, it is definitely... Oops, I didn't mean to kill my rice zone. It is definitely time to harvest. In fact, overtime. I should have done this a little while ago had I been paying attention. I'm not going to bother the heel root yet. Heel root isn't temperature sensitive unlike other crops, but all these other crops are going to die off if I don't harvest them. So we'll get that going. It looks like I'm going to need a bridge for a new... Yep. This has served its usefulness. I'm going to need a new bridge for another moisture pump there. Ooh, hello, Muffalo. Definitely going to check to see about hunting. Now that I have all these boomalopes here, trade price, what would this be? So trade price improvement only goes up to 10%, or so I've been told. Because there's only ROI on 10%. I'm still going to send my best person there. I'm going to send Luna. But we're going to do another trade run. So form caravan for the Muffalo and Luna. And let's choose what we want to bring. Really, any damaged anything, I'm going to go ahead and bring. There's no point holding on to it. Even the tattered stuff, I know it's marine armor, but I guess it still offers some protection. I'll keep it. Thrumble horns, definitely. And then, let's see, flak vests are fine. These hyperwave t-shirts I'm going to sell. They're t-shirts and not button-downs. And bring my silver. I'm not bringing a whole lot of stuff that's worth much. I'm not sure if that should concern me or not. I'm gonna bring the penicillin or whatever because I have too many people. I'm never, ever, ever, ever going to be able to administer it all. And then any scraps of fur, leathers that I can't make into clothing, I'll bring along as well. All right. People have asked about bedrolls. I just don't use them. I don't usually send pawns that are in a really bad mood to trade anyway. I just make that sort of a rule. And as a result, I have really no need to make the bedrolls. I mean, they'd be nice, but they're not that necessary. Alright, we got a Mad Buck and Cougar Revenge. So if we have a Mad Buck, that also means there's other bucks here that I hadn't tagged. And I'll take a look at the Cougar Revenge in just a second. There's not... Oh, that worked out quite well. So I was going to say there's not a lot of places for that cougar, or for Bob to go. Okay, if we want these turrets off, I have to provide dead power spots. Still have not done anything about the poison ship in the room. I will. I do plan on it. Oops. No, I have EMPs. Okay. EMPs are supposed to be off. I'll start setting up to mess with the mechs. Chiefly by redesigning some of my defenses. First off. Oh, we ran out of food. Yes, I did not give her food. I always forget to do that. Dano's down. Ooh. Yikes. Yes, that Mad Buck did a lot of damage. Alright, Penguin. I screwed up that there. Let's go rescue him. He just took a beating and kept trying to flee, and that's on me. Thank you, Vex. I'll have a lot of patching up to do. Yikes, my bad. Juggling too many things can be really bad. Net really bad results. And that's exactly what that was. Wait, Dano is back up. Okay. And Penguin, I'm gonna have you be Doctor. Don't even worry about those pants. A lot of revenge here. Oh, they always take revenge on Bob. Animals hate Bob. He must not be Bob Ross or anything. Must be a different Bob. We have medical. Oh, and you're just leaving corpses everywhere, aren't you? Well, at least we have a lot of haulers. Luna will also trade for some food. It's not efficient, but it's just what I'm going to have to do. Alright, let's tend to Dano. Vex, you are going to self-tend. You have a passion in medicine, time to prove it. Alright, here we are. Trade. They still have the insect jellies, that's funny. So first things first. Selling off everything I'd like to give them. And then figuring out what kind of money I have to buy stuff. So, crazy enough, I'm going to buy wood. We need it desperately. I'm going to buy a lavish meal. The muffalo will graze. They're fine. And then, let's see. I might just be satisfied with the wood. Unless I see something that stands out to me down here. Telescope. Wood and a telescope. Except... allow her to eat everything and have her return trip. So she's probably already eaten it. No, she has not. Did one of my stupid animals eat it? Oh well. She'll be alright. Maybe a little hungry, but she'll be alright. Ooh, I'm about to get a big bounty of beer. That's exciting. Stupid deer. Alright, you want to... She has a passion in medicine, so I'll have her tend. Let's feed them. And feed yourself. Well, at least I survived my own mistake. That counts for something. I have Luna stopping in because I am going to carry some more. We have definitely a lot of carry weight here. So I'm going to carry some more stuff home. Plain leather, a lot of the meat, milk, wood, and steel. I'm curious if he lost a kidney this way. Guess it doesn't really matter. The net result is he doesn't have a kidney. So we're still working on them t-shirt bills. We're actually almost done. Cats join. Oh boy. Hope you're not a cat lover. And I guess on that bombshell, I'm just about out of time. So if you have any feedback for me, questions of any type, drop me a line. And I do hope you tune in next time. If you have an interest in supporting me as a creator, like, subscribe, maybe check out Patreon or PayPal, and I'll have to catch you all later. Thank you all for watching. It's been my pleasure recording this episode, And hopefully I won't have a mad deer rampage on me next episode while I work on the mechs. Speaking of mechs, the credit scene a little bit different today than last. I'll catch you all later. Adios.